What's up, Steph? There's JoJo. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that emote. I cannot get over. I'm ecstatic about that. Hello, friends. Oh my goodness. Look at this crew. Sorry, I'm just a few minutes behind. Oh, look at the crew. I'm on Team Bubbles. Excellent. Evening, crew. Hey, Jay. Oh no, Claire. I need to reset the wall count. That's right. On Thursday, we started. I've got a cup of coffee here. I'm a little tired. I needed to wake up a little bit. It's 3 o'clock here where I am, Eastern Standard Time. Uh, if I ever apply pressure, if you feel the pressure as I'm saying something, I don't want you to feel the pressure. And as a good release, you can do the command pressure. And if you're feeling that. Claire, I can't believe you're here. The legend. Oh my goodness. Hope y'all have had a great weekend. I'm ecstatic to play this next room. It's a very different room for Dice in the Darkness. Let me share our info as we get rolling here. Oh man, don't spill the coffee, Joe. Pressure's on. All right, so here is for the game. Oh, I love it. I love it. So this is to the Dropbox link. You also, I have a, it's not like a super official website, but I have a WordPress website. And so I've started posting all the stuff on Wednesday nights for that week. And so you also can go there, and that has all the links too. Here I'll post the rules as well. I'm going to explain all the rules for this week's, so you don't need to worry about downloading that right now. But if that's helpful, there it is. That's right, Claire. Oh, I'm so ecstatic about having chat right here. Look at this. The wonders of the Twitch stream. I can't even do it the right way. I'm very happy about that, how that has turned out. Awesome. Very good. Very good. That's the hope. It's not professional and it's free. So those are two of my favorite things I like to hang out in. Not professional and free. Excellent. Good to hear. Good to hear. Also, if you don't have a character sheet yet, and say you're joining in, and you're like, Dice in the Darkness, what are you talking about? You can join in today. You don't have to have played the previous rooms, and we'll just get you caught up for that. I want to do a thing here as we're gathering. I was thinking about trying to feature roll and write games each week that are, it's a little self-serving over here. I'm like, all right, on my stream, we're only going to play games that I've made. We're going to talk all about these games. But there's so many great roll and write games out there. And I just thought it was a fun extra just to talk about roll and writes and lots of different ones. And maybe you have a favorite one. You can share that in the chat as well. I just thought I would feature a different roll and write each week. So as we're getting together here, I want to share with you one of my favorites right now. It is called Super Skill Pinball 4K. This is not sponsored. This is just me talking about things I like. This is from WizKids, and Jeff Engelstein made this game. What's up, Bubble Steph? It is such a fun game. If you like roll and writes, you'll love it. If you like pinball, you will especially love it because it really simulates how a pinball machine works. And it's one of these that only uses 2 dice. Let me pull out a board here so I can show you kind of the gist of how it works. Here it is. This is your first board that you play with, and it is just like a carnival. It kind of teaches you the basics. And it comes with these, you can tell I'm very prepared. It comes with these pinball pieces that are like half of a pinball. So they're flat, and so they lay flat, but it looks like a pinball on your board. And that's kind of like a piece that you would move around the board. And then there's just 2 dice. You roll those 2 dice, and then you resolve them. And you start up here, and you kind of work your way down. And it depending on what flipper you're on, that sends you back up, and you play over 3 like lives or 3 goes of the pinball. And Laura and I played this several times, and we are just getting into it because in this box it says Super Skill Pinball 4K. It has this table, and then you flip it over and it's a completely different table, and then it has another one and another one. So it comes with 4 tables, and I think it's a really tight design, especially once you learn the mechanics, because it's got some rules about like nudging the table, and what you get to erase and what you don't erase. But once you learn that stuff, it really is, it's a delight of a game. So shout out for this game. If you're into roll and writes and you haven't heard this one or played it yet, you can go watch all those great videos that all these great board game content creators put out there, and learn more about it that way and see if it's one that you want to pursue. But that's the game of the week, Super Skill Pinball 4K. Hashtag not sponsored. It's all good. I have not looked at any of the chat. I'm so sorry. You're right, Jay. Yes, he's saying such a great game. Don't play it on stream. Takes too long. Makes MP seem fast. It's not the best streaming game. I haven't thought through that. It may be a game that you watch someone play solo, and that's fine. Yeah. That's right. Get Claire's autograph, the famous. Signing table the next convention. It'll be lined. It'll be all the way out the door. PeebleCon, is this happening? Is there a PeebleCon that will happen? Oh my. 2 of the maps were released by a publisher on BGG. Ah, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Hey, shout outs for folks. If any of these folks have Twitch channels. Hey, Mac. Mac, you're very good with your hashtag game and your nickname game. But hey, let's do some shout outs real quick for our friends in chat that have channels. If you don't know them, check out M Peebles. We've got the Love Meeples are here. Please, anyone else share if you have a Twitch channel, especially if it's board gaming. If not, that's okay. Share it anyway. Oh my goodness. So today we have a community goal to rescue 25 gnomes. Look at that cute little gnome. I'm so happy about him. So I think we should jump in here to learn this round. This week's game is a faster round. It doesn't take too long to explain it. It actually is a 1-page for the explanation. So it won't take too long. Oh, I do need to go into our Nightbot chat and reset all of our things. Let's see. Lots of things happening here. Did you know that it was Mr. Rogers' birthday yesterday? Celebrating his life and legacy. I've got my Mr. Rogers socks on today. He's one of my heroes. Yes, so one of our, thank you, Claire. Claire just used one of our commands so you can see it. It's gnome, to rescue the gnomes. And I did, Jojo. I did do the art. Can you tell? It's nice and simple. It's nothing fancy. Yes. So I'm about to reset that gnome. So if you want to test it out, it's command gnome, and that will rescue a gnome for us. I'm also going to reset our pressure one. So if you're feeling lots of pressure, good. That's what we're here for. No. I'm coming from doggy class and from a morning of work, so I'm excited to be with you all here. Anything else I need to reset? Oh, emotes. Let's see if this works. These are the emotes. That's what you type in, Beluga 12 Bliss. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with these. Look at these. boom, boom, boom. Here's what they end up looking like. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Oh my goodness. And let me reset the wall also. All right. So I tell you what, I really enjoy the chat. This whole experience is just a delight, and I'm gonna keep doing it. But I got to give a shout out to our dear friend M. Peebles, and also to Losapalooza. Just all that they've done for the streaming community for board games through this pandemic, and the inspiration they've been to so many. Shout out, thank you to them. Ever seen my mean face before? Yeah, that's it. Didn't those emotes turn out so great? I love the dog. I love it. So let's, before I play the intro video, I know that dog looks so good. I know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. All right, so I got, was able to order a new, I'm using a computer that is not really made for streaming. And so when I tried to do anything besides the most basic OBS, which all this I'm still learning about, when I tried to do OBS Streamlabs or the other OBS thing, I had all these settings set and it looked great, and then I tried to run the stream and it was like this and it just didn't handle anything. So I was like, oh no. So anyways, I was able to get a streaming PC laptop that's like kind of like a gaming laptop, and it'll come this week, and I'm just like over the moon. I haven't got a new computer in a long time. It's not like super fancy or anything, but it ought to be able to run that stuff a lot better. And oh man, I'm worried. I'm with you, M Peebles. I'm worried that I might like start streaming like non-board gaming stuff. Like I'm really excited. I love this game called Spelunky. I played a lot on the Xbox, and they didn't release it on the Xbox One or Xbox 360, the new Spelunky 2 that came out. It was only on PC and on PlayStation. So I'll be able to play that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I'm going to be playing that, I've got the whole streaming set up. Who knows? I know a DSLR and some good lighting. I do have some pink lights, if you can see. It's really just like a heater below me right now. It is. It's a fun thing. Every hobby is addicting. That's right, Jay. That's right. Oh, very good. Dangerous. Addicting and dangerous. Oh. Well, I hope you've had a great week. I'm curious what time it is for you all, where you are. I know some folks are the same time zone I am, 3 o'clock right now. 3:20. Some of y'all may have, is it like almost bedtime for some of you? I'm curious. Is it early in the morning for some of you? Spring has sprung here. 1919 here. You military time. Very good. 2019. 8:19. Look at you all. Wow. Well, good. I think it is so cool to join in with folks all around the world. You know what? I think are we ready? Sir, yes, sir, says Mac. Are we doing okay? I think I'm going to run our intro video, and then we're going to have some explanation, okay? Bum, bum, bum. It's happening. Okay, we're going to go to the table here. So here is our room for today. Let me zoom in just a tad. And before I get into our story, hey, thanks for saying hey. That's great. Hey, awesome. Thanks for checking it out. Silco Loco. Thank you. Hey, so you should have a character sheet. And so I just shared that in the chat. And this character, maybe he is. I know the sound effect I was limited on sound effects, and that one was the silliest of them. So if you are, say you're just right now playing for the first time, print out a character sheet. You can be the wizard, warrior, or rogue, and then come down here just to catch yourself up and give yourself 3 points here and 3 points here. And what that does is that's your character skill tree points. And then go ahead and for every point you have in those, you get to X on your skill tree and unlock things. If you want to know how to further with that, I think most folks here in the chat know what this is, so just to not double up on explanation for it. But that's not, it's okay if you're just playing the room and it's your first go. But just a heads up for that. Just a quick reminder too to check your achievements, because you may have an achievement that's relevant. It doesn't tell you what room it's for, so you gotta think a little bit with it. So I have already unlocked in a battle deal 5 or more damage in 1 round. I have squish 4 or more spiderlings. I also have defeat 6 or more shroomers in a room. And also so far I have unlocked, well I haven't unlocked any of this stuff yet. I have flex right now, and I have double strike, and I have 1 special power use per room. So that's what my character is right now. Did you really? You played tennis a lot. I know. I know. What? That's right. That shroomer better be feeding my dog. I should, you know how you play a lot of these games now and they have different endings. I should make like the real ending, which is fun, playful, matches everything about this game. And then I should make like the R-rated ending, which is something awful happens to your dog. You know, like the horror movie ending. No, we probably shouldn't do that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Go for it. Play away. That's what it's about. You should. It's great. It's free. It's free to play. Make the R-rated ending for people who score really high. Ooh, there you go. It reminds me of BioShock. Do you ever play BioShock? For some reason, that's what I'm thinking of. And it had all these different endings at the end, and the little sisters in it that and how you treated them and rescued them. And one of the endings was just really dark. So maybe it's how many bones you got. If you didn't get enough bones, I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Oh yeah, what's your dog name? Oh, can I reach it? Oh, I've got mine right here. There's that standee also file, if that's helpful. Has nothing to do with gameplay, but it's just for funsies. Nope, that's definitely not the command. The command is dog. I'm ecstatic. Do you know why? The rooms that are coming up, oh, I gotta be ready for it. Next week's room is gonna be fun. It's a battle room. And room 5 is my favorite room so far. And it really, what's the thing? You aren't supposed to talk about something. You overhype it. But here's the thing. Room 4, in all honesty, this is the thing of getting this ball rolling of Dice in the Darkness. There are some of these rooms that I've been working on for months, you know, and then they've just been kind of sitting and then working on other rooms. Room 4 is one that has kind of been in my mind for a while, in my notebook, but actually sat down to play. It needs a good bit of work this week. So here we are. Pressure's on. Pressure is on. That's what's great, though, about game design is if you have a deadline, it's really helpful. Love of Meeples, what's up? Play all the tennis you want. So I think it's time for an explanation. Oh, if you want the dog standee, my dog's name is Bella. Boop, boop. All right, I think we're good. So I'm going to read some story, and then we're going to get into this room. So last week we grappled the chasm, if you remember, and got a bunch of gems. All right, here's room 3, the spider web rescue. With each step down, the space around you fills with more and more spider webs. The echoing screams get louder with each step. You duck through the doorway into the next room, only to see a gigantic spider web connected to each wall. As you quickly scan across the webbing, you see what was making those cries for help. Fairies and gnomes. Help me! Help me! They struggle hopelessly in the spider's webbing. You see why they are panicking. There are spiderlings gathered around the web, appearing to be preparing for a delicious supper of fairies and gnomes. You also see some chests and gems trapped in the web. It's time to cut some web, rescue some fairies and gnomes, and squish some spiderlings. All right, here is our room, room 3. I need to write my name and my class up here. I am X, and I am a warrior. Also, if you have unlocked your more special power uses per room, you can come up here and add that for this room. I still only have 1 special power use. And then let's do some setup real quick. Actually, let me explain it, and then we'll do setup, because then it'll make more sense, okay? So I'll explain all the rules. Help me remember to come back to setup, because we need to have our special upgrades matter. Look at this crew. Oh my goodness, y'all are great. Baby Mac. Poor spiders. I know. I was just watching a video of someone who was making for their like elderly spider pet that they have, like a real spider. And their spider pet, as they get older, they have trouble making webbing, and they have trouble climbing on the wall. And so they cut special like a ramp basically for their sweet spider pet. And it was cute. It gave me some empathy, some sympathy for some spiders. So don't worry. We're squishing these spiderlings, but it's if you're pro spider, I don't want you to be worried, okay? Excellent. Excellent. All right, play some Rolling Village today. Very good. Jay's got the microphone out. Is it karaoke night? Are we doing it? All right, so this game is played over 20 rolls for the spider web. Again, we're just going to use 2 dice. And with each roll, with the dice, we will use 1 die to decide the location on the web. With the other die, we will X out a matching die within that area. I was doing some spider web Googling. Apparently these lines, this part of the spider web is called the radial. So if I rolled a 4 and a 5, I could choose to use the 4 for the location. And that is, here's the 4 radials here. And that means I have access to any of these areas that are touching it. So really it's kind of like 6 zones, 6 areas within that radial that it's touching. Then with the 5, I can cross off any 5 in that area. There are colors just if that's helpful, just because there's a lot of information on the page, but you can print it out black and white. But the 5s are orange. So I could cross off any orange 5, which there's one here, there's one here in that area. Also, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. If you look a little closer, it's going to be a little blurry. There are some that have a number sign, the hashtag, and a rainbow. That can be any number that you can cross off that die with. So I really have 4 choices right here. I could cross off this 5, that any number, or that any number. right? Another option would be to use this 5 for this location. And then that would mean that this 4 would be used to cross off the number 4, which is yellow. So I could cross off this 4, or that any number and that any number. Now, within each zone, there's one bonus within that zone. In the interior web, the bonus that you get for crossing off, there's only one die to cross off. The bonus that you get is this manipulated die bonus. When you unlock it, you circle it, and then you come up here and you circle it, and then you can spend that at any point in the future of the game. Cross it off to spend it. In this area, in kind of the middle area here, it takes 2 dice to do it, and the unlock there is a fire, and it's a number with the fire. Thematically, the idea is with these rolls, we're coming up like with our swords, and we're like cutting the web away to cut free these different items. Now this bonus is an immediate bonus. It's not one that you store away and then use later. It's like right now. So if I were to finish this 5 and then this 6, I immediately get this bonus, which is the fire symbol and the number 4. What that does is anywhere on the entire web, right then as soon as I finish it, I get to cross off a yellow 4 or an any number symbol, right? And that's immediate. And those can chain together. So if I were to get that and then come over here and cross off this 4, and I had already had that 3 crossed off, that's a blue 2, so I would get to go somewhere else and do a blue 2. So some turns you do it and it just does one thing, and some turns it kind of chains together and you can unlock like 4 or 5 or more in a single turn. Now if you look at the very exterior, it's 3 dice to unlock for it, and the thing that you unlock is cross any die off on the entire web. It's that wild die. Me too. Combos, me like, as do I, Jojo. I like a lot of combos. So if that's your jam, it's kind of a thing to keep track of, but that's a fun thing about this. Now, we're doing all this cutting and getting these bonuses to get free, Claire found the bone, to cut free the different things in the web. Now it has this like little web symbol to show that it's trapped. And it's connected to 2 areas. So in the interior, there are all keys. In the middle zone, there are these poor little fairies that are trapped. Do you see them? They're like an orange square with purple wings. It's hard to see on the page, but they're there. It's true, they're trapped. Save them. They're saying, help me. On the most exterior, we have our diamonds, which are a bunch of points, and also the bone. Now the bone and the diamonds, if you look down here, they're worth the same amount. So the bone basically is a diamond, but it's a bone. And so it's worth the same in this map as a diamond, but it gets towards our big end goal. That's kind of like looking at it that way. But then if you look also connected here in this middle zone, in the most inward to the middle, there's a gnome. See that gnome? And then in the middle to the most outward zone is a chest. So the way you get these is you unlock the areas that they're connected to. Each one is connected to 2 zones. So if I were to finish this area, these 3, right, and I finish this area, these 3 dice, this one, I would unlock this diamond. I would have cut it free because both the things it was connected to, you cut it, and now you have it. You come down here and then you X those off. Now, in the most basic of ways, the gnomes are 4 points each. The fairies are 6 points each, and the diamonds and the bone are 8 points each. But if you look at the key and the chest, they come in, you need to get a pair of them in order to score the points for them. If you're able to get both a key and a chest, you get 10 points. Now you may unlock a bunch of keys to start. Say you like go for the middle and you get like 5 keys, and you don't have any chests by the end of the game. Guess how many points you get for those? 0. Yep, bummer. But let's say you get 3 keys and 2 chests. You've paired up successfully 2 sets, so you would score 20 points because they're 10 each. So be mindful of that. The keys are pretty, I mean, in ways they're easy to get because how few dice it takes, but they don't mean anything if you don't have a chest to unlock with them. Cool? Now, the spiderlings are on the outside. you notice there's 2 little spiders in each zone. If you played Super Dice Heroes, think of these kind of like those robot minions around the town. These are for really if you don't have any options, that if you're in, say I had that 4 and I'm in this area, maybe I've crossed off all of those areas and I've had 2 4s were rolled, so I have to be in that zone. You can spend the other die. Instead of crossing off a die number, you can cross off a spiderling in that zone, and those are worth 1 point each. Cool. Now, the bonus here, the manipulated die, is used to change one of the dice that were rolled for you to any number. Pretty powerful, pretty strong. Look at this poor little gnome up here. He's saying help. Oh, man. Oh. Also, we have a community goal. And this is just for funsies. This is just something here to do on Twitch streams or when you are with a large enough group. It looks like we've got a decent crew playing today. So right now our community goal is to rescue 25 gnomes. And look, I got this fun little animation. Are you ready? Look at that guy. Boom. Every time we rescue one of our gnomes, you can do the command gnome, and our Nightbot. Yes, very good. Yes. Jojo is asking, so the dice, the manipulated die is not an extra dice, but it changes the number of dice. That's right. And Mac is giving Jojo a hard time. Yeah. This is one of those things. So this is a manipulate. It's a not in addition. It is changing one of the dice. The fire dice are extra dice. So those are, you get to cross off something, and you do that immediately. Okay. Okay. That's the game. Oh, I was saying about the community goal. If you get a gnome, you can do command, that exclamation point, and then type in gnome. And is it really still Saturday there, M Peoples? I guess I got the time wrong. Wow. I know you'd never ever give Jojo a hard time. Never, ever. I want there to be an emoji, an emote for sarcasm. I need that for some emails. I need like a thing like, you put quotation marks or you could put brackets. Like, I need to like a sarcasm. This is sarcasm. Someone's in denial. So that's to manipulate. Now, as I was saying about the command gnome, the Nightbot, you can only do it to where the lowest cooldown is 5 seconds. So if you get a gnome and you put in command gnome and someone else gets a gnome at the same time, because usually it happens at the same time because we're all playing together, and yours doesn't go through, you'll just wait like 5 seconds and then put the command in again, just because it has this weird cooldown. And I wish it was like 0 cooldown. I'd love it for it just to be you can do whatever, but you can't. So that's our game. Any questions? Does it make sense? So I have, as the warrior, I can try to squish 4 or more spiderlings. Spiderlings are going to show up later also. I'm not trying to like meta. I'm trying to be helpful. Because in all honesty, the last time I played, the spiderlings I didn't squish any. And it really is, it's the worst play to squish a spiderling. And like, we don't know their story. I mean, we're just coming in to their home and with fire and swords and like being like, well, hey, we're going to destroy. I mean, like, maybe we shouldn't squish any spiderlings. I don't know. Okay, all good here. I know. don't get the spiderlings. So I need to squish 4 more spiderlings, but if you're the warrior, that opportunity will come in a future room as well. So don't feel the pressure to have to like tank this room, to sack this room, and to not do well just to get your achievement, because there will be another opportunity later for that one. Okay. I know. Yeah, I do not like spiders. I appreciate their purpose and what they do. I know. Maybe it should be. M Peebles is saying, wait, it's not minus points for killing spiders? um, Hey, very good. Have a great time. Thanks for stopping in, Soko Loco. So good to see you. Enjoy some good TV. There's a lot of good TV out there right now. Very good. So, any questions? Oh my gosh, someone is now following, and it pops up now. Thanks for the follow. What's up, Wim the Webmaster? I like your Elmo emote there. What's up? Doesn't it rain when you kill spiders, or so they say? Wim, thanks for the follow. All right, no more coffee. I got to get some water. We are going to roll here, literally. All right. So our first roll. Speak now or forever hold your peace if you have any questions about this room. I'm going to keep it here. It'll be hard to see me crossing these off, but I found that I'll just verbalize that as we play. Thank you for the hydrate, Mac. All right, our first roll is a 4 and a 6. Ooh, and friendly reminder, I have the ability to flex as the warrior, and that is I can change a die to a 5. I have the ability to do that once per... Oh! No one move. Character upgrades. Nobody do a thing. All right, our setup for this room. That we're going to keep that 4 and 6, but let's do this before we resolve that. Check your character upgrades for your strength, your dexterity, and your intelligence right here. Strength, dexterity, intelligence on your character sheet. I don't know. I'm glad you are now. It's like a tag-along stream to M. Peebles. I'm just like, hey, can I have all your followers? No. So strength, dexterity, and intelligence here. Here's how it works. For each category that you have at least 2 X's in, you get these corresponding bonuses. Okay? So if you have at least 2 X's in a category, you unlock this bonus. Does Joe pay you for followers? I ought to. Pardon me. So I'm only going to get a bonus for my strength and for my intelligence. So you ought to have probably at least one of these that you'll get a bonus. Okay? Oh, it's done out of love. M. Peebles. Thanks, pal. Okay, so your strength, it lets you cross off any 5 or 6 die in the web. And we'll do that right now. For your dexterity, it lets you cross off any 1 or 2 die in the web if you have at least 2 X's. And for your intelligence, it lets you cross off any 3 or 4 die if you have at least 2 X's. So for me, I get to cross off a 5 or 6, and I also get to cross off a 3 or 4. Now, I have the ability to flex, so I'm not going to cross off a 5, I'm going to cross off a 6, and you'll never guess which one I'm going for. I'm going for the bone zone over here. The bone zone. And then I'm going to cross off this 3. So you can do that anywhere on your web. Also, does that make sense? Are we okay with this? Also, if you successfully crossed the chasm in room 2, you get to gain a manipulated die. And we did that. Most everyone did, I think. Jay was crying because you weren't there, Wim. Oh, no. Very good. Thanks, Wim, for stopping by. Great to see you. That is awesome. All right, so does that make sense? Did the crossing off make sense for everybody? For your bonuses? So you potentially could have crossed off 3 dice to start, depending on what your character upgrades were. And also says, hey, Will Cook. You are always welcome. Good to see you. And also, if you finished your chasm, if you cross the chasm, you get a manipulated die. Really, Chantel? Oh, no. Did you not get any? Do you just have 1 across your stats? What's up, Will Cook? So glad you're here. So, if we're good on those X's, I think we can go ahead. Just 1. Oh, okay. Okay, Chantel. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Did you get your free manipulated die though? Did you cross the chasm last time? I hope so. Okay. Yeah, the hope is I want you to feel like, yay, I get a bonus in some way. I also don't want it to feel too like gotcha if you didn't, know what was coming. I don't want it to be that you have to have played it to like get bonuses. Will Cook saying, hey to all the awesome people. All right, our roll was a 4 and a 6, right? 4 and a 6 for our first roll. So let me turn these back to it. Just a quick check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yeah. Are we good? It's true. It's real. All right. Okay. So we had a 4 and a 6 for this roll. So I might, you know what? I'm going to do the 4 location down here. I'm going to go ahead and do this 6 right down in the middle. And that gains me a manipulated die. Here we go. Will Cookie did great. Very enthusiastic. All right. So also what I like to do, and this is just me personally, and I would love your feedback if you have any great ideas for this. If you have any idea. They don't have to be great. I'll take all the ideas. No pressure. But I like to outline when I finish a zone. So because the middle area only takes 1 die, I like to kind of outline it, and then it's a little easier for my brain to just see when I've finished an area. So now when I finish this area, that'll unlock this key, or this area that'll unlock this key, or this area that'll unlock this gnome. Do I need to add a command for Claire? What was the command before for Claire? It's like a Claire hype. If it gets enough, like what is it? I don't know what the quote is. You can do a quote 5 to say hi to Claire. You know what? Pause the game. Everyone pause. Claire, is this okay? Please tell me to stop if this is too weird. I'm going to add a command Claire. All right. And then whenever someone does that, Claire, I hope that you can feel the love that the community has for you. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. Here you go, friend. It's live. Command Claire. Just choose it with his mods. I don't think I have any mods. Oh, are you? Claire, no. I don't know how to do mods. I'm sorry. It's on a 5-second cooldown, all right? So y'all, the hype can only happen every 5 seconds, but live it up. Claire, if this is weird, please tell me. I'll turn it off. I knocked my drink over again. I did that Thursday. Oh my gosh, all the hype. All the Claire hype. Okay. Back to it. So I did a 4 and a 6. I know, thanks, Steph. I keep doing it. It's in a weird place. I don't have any place else to put it. And Peebles. All right. Here's our roll for round 2. The actress known as Claire. Round 2 is a 3 and a 4. It is funny on M People's stream though. The like, oh, I do need a gaming table with drink holders. Just even the slightest hint that Claire is nearby. But like, I feel like chat's like, Claire? Claire's here? Which is great. I hope, encouraging community. I hope you feel that. I hope you feel that. All right, so I have a 3 and a 4. So I could choose this zone or this zone. I also have some manipulated dice that I could spend. You know, I'm kind of pigeonholed here. I'm going to spend the 3 for this zone, and I'm going to use the 4. You know, I'm going to use it here in this middle area. You see that? Oh, Claire, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Claire. Oh, man. This is the Claire channel, right? Okay. Just, all right, so how are we doing here? 3 and a 4. I've unlocked one area. We're looking at round 3. Am I moving too fast? Round 3 is a 3 and a 5. 3 and a 5. I like this. I'm going to use the 3 here and the 5 in the exterior. That's right. 5 on the exterior. I think there's a, you know, I'm on track to get the bone. I think that's my goal here. Yeah, I like that. Don't forget, if you get a gnome, here's our buddy from last week. Woohoo! We made it across the chasm. If you get a gnome, you can command gnome and move it right along. All right. That was roll 3. Roll 4. Oh no, that's weird. 4 and a 6 on roll 4. Do you know what's weird, M Peebles? I don't know what it is, but on my Xbox, when I try to watch your channel on Twitch, on the app there on the Xbox One, it like won't work. It like malfunctions, and it has the stream starting soon. It looks like an Arkham horror kind of picture, and it just like loops on that, and it won't ever start. And I don't know what it is. I've deleted it and reloaded it, and I don't think it's with your channel. I think it's something with my Xbox. But I'm sad because I like to put it up on the big screen. Instead, I just put it on my laptop or whatever. Good. That's right. You get to say what you want. Isn't that weird? Yeah. And I don't know what it was. I was like, what? And I really think it's something with the Xbox app. I don't know if you've heard. Yeah, if you've heard that before. But it like just loop, and it's like picture. It's like an Arkham horror, like people with flashlights. It looks like. All right. Did I do 4 and a 6 on this roll? I don't think I did. So I have some choices. I think I'm going to go 4, and then I'm going to X off and get my first chain here. So I'll X off this with the 6 because that's any number. And that unlocks this fire die, which is for any number anywhere. Are you ready? I'm going to cross off this 3, and that finishes that zone. And that's a fire die for a 2 anywhere. Did we get a gnome? Let's get him. There we go. I'm going to cross off this 2. All right, that kind of stops my chain, but what I'm going to do is mark this so it's a little easier to see. Here we go. You're doing great, crew. First gnome. Well done, Steph. Well done. Steph was bringing it on Thursday night. What characters are y'all playing as? I'm just curious. I know we've got some rogues out there. I think we just have maybe 1 or 2 warriors and then several wizards. Is that the makeup? All right, I'm moving on to roll 5. That's right, Mac the Rogue. Wizard Jeff, Rogue. We've got several wizards and rogues, yeah. Fizzgig the Rogue. I love the Rogue. I like that name. Excellent. That's right. Zane the Rogue. I love it. All right, roll 5 is a 1 and a 5. Ah, it's a water nymph. Excellent. I don't know what their skill tree is. I hope it's awesome. You know, I think Steph the Rogue, I think the warrior skill tree is not very exciting. Just as I played with the wizard skill tree, I've kind of hit several unlocks already. Who made this game? All right, 1 and a 5. So I could go up here, or I could go over here, or I could choose to start to manipulate some dice. You know, which isn't the worst. I'm kind of trending towards here. If we're talking strategy, I think that you do want to, because of the way they're connected. Hey, I'm Peebles, getting that gnome, boom. The way they're connected, it's almost like you want to major on like interior, exterior, or like pie pieces. You know what I mean? And so I'm really majoring on these 2 pie pieces. Who wants pie? It was pie day last week, and I didn't even eat pie on it. Pizza pie. What's your favorite pie? I do want some pie now. I haven't had pie in a long time. Since Thanksgiving, I think. Hang on, I'm gonna go get some pie. I'll be right back. Nope. All right, I'm saying I'm trending towards this zone. I'm gonna aim at this guy here. So I'm gonna use the 5, and I'll do this 1. And that unlocks another of these. Cherry pie is good. That is a favorite. And look at, do you see why? So here's the marking that's kind of interesting. So I mark this, and you see I get a key. That's my first thing I've unlocked because I finished both sides of that zone. And I usually mark it in some way. I was filling it in the other day. It's hard to see with a pen, but circling it is helpful to, like, if you're looking back, like, did I score that? If you circle it, then it's easy to tell. You know, my wife Lauren got into making pie for a little bit there, and she was getting into where, like, you use like a certain cutter on top, or the way you braid them, I guess. Is that how you, or thread them? Lace, what am I trying to say? How you put them together, like that classic pie look, or like using certain cookie cutters on top. Man, it's amazing how good pie looks after you cook it. Oh, all right, Steph, thanks so much for your willingness. Oh no, Claire. There we go. It's called lattice. I was wondering about, oh, you're right, because that's like those lattice like waffle fries. Amazing coconut cream pie. Very good. Oh man, you had to stop the crew today. Cool. We played the crew last week. What a great game. What a great game. If you have not checked out the crew yet, I love trick-taking games. Like, love them. Roll 6 is a 2 and a 6. Like, love, love, love trick-taking games. And I grew up in Ohio. The big trick-taking game in Ohio is euchre. E-U-C-H-R-E. Have you heard of that game? Euchre. Love it. It's a 4-player trick-taking game where you play with a partner, and you use only the 9 through ace in the deck of cards. You know, played it growing up with my grandma, brothers, and you do not like euchre? Oh no! I don't know if you grew up playing it. For me, it has the nostalgia factor, and I love the simplicity of it. Claire, getting that gnome hype. And then when I came to North Carolina, I got introduced to spades, and spades is what a lot of people played. And there's different ways to play spades too, kind of some different rules of culturally too. And I love spades. I love them. And then Lauren's family, they play rook, and I love rook. Every trick-taking game. I just love that there's kind of, depending on where you grew up, this isn't true across the board, but there's a lot of places that have variations on these trick-taking games. Yeah, yeah. And some people are like diehard for euchre, so it's hard to play euchre with them if it's your first time playing, because they have all these like nuances and stuff. Ooh, Mac, we need a bone command. We do. I need to add that. Help me think what that would be like. That's awesome. You got the bone. I have not logged this 2 and 6. But even I got to go to Germany for a little bit in college, and they played a game there called Scott. It's spelled Scat, S-C-A-T, pronounced Scott, I believe. And it's a variation of a trick-taking game where it's like 3 players. And where we stayed when we visited, we got to stay with a host family. It was like a choir tour with the choir from my college. We went, and in that village, they had the record for the most hot air balloons, people playing Scott in hot air balloons. One bone falls onto the screen into a pile of many other bones. I have my work cut out for me this week, Jay. I can do that. That's a great idea, Jay. We'll do that. So I don't know if you have a trick-taking game that you grew up with. I'm curious. But the Crew captures a lot of that trick-taking stuff, turns it on its head, and it's co-op, which is just a delight. Oh my gosh. Then the bone animates into a dancing skeleton. Yeah. I love all these ideas. Yes, several commands here. I guess I have both Nightbot and Stream Elements rolling. Did you play Spades a lot, Will Cook? Spades is great. Spades is great. Yeah, I have a lot of sweet memories of playing euchre with my grandma. The first game that I ever made was like really worked hard on to make and take to Kickstarter was a trick-taking game. It was called Dragon Draft, where it is a 4-player playing with a partner trick-taking game, but the twist is that you draft your hand, kind of like any drafting game like Seven Wonders, or if you've played Magic like cube drafting or drafting packs, booster packs, same idea. Instead of just getting dealt your cards, you draft your hand. Which it was a lot of fun making it. It's very niche, very unique game. So it's kind of like, well, listen, only if you love trick-taking games, and only if you have 4 people, and only if you like drafting. But if all those boxes are checked, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like it. Oh, very good. I need to check out the second Crew. We haven't been able to play long enough to be able to get really a good run on it. Okay. All right, so 2 and a 6. You got me talking about trick-taking games, and I just could talk a long time about them because of how much I like them. So I'm going to do the 2 zone. I'll use this. Ooh. I actually think I'm going to use the 6 here, just for how specific those numbers are. All right, roll 7. That's good. Look at y'all. That's fun. Showing how long you've been following. I didn't know you could do that. How neat. Did I miss have I missed any of our, no, y'all are on our gnomes. All right, 2 and 3 is roll 7. 2, 3. 2, 3 for roll 7. This is good. I'm going to use the 3 here and then the 2 here. Oh my gosh, Mac! Way to get that gnome! Saving him. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm learning so much about Twitch. It's really fascinating. Well done rescuing that gnome. So I have an idea as we're chatting, as we're talking. I am going to look. Coming up. Oh, I got to switch to it. Coming up in room 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Room 7. there's an enemy. And I'm really into this idea of what of the interaction. Like we're getting to name some on room 5, which is a lot of fun. Name some of the characters. But I was thinking like a special thing for room, what did I say, 7? That there's one character we're going to be fighting. And like they do this on Kickstarters where it's like, you know, if you pay this certain pledge, then you get to be one of the bosses. But I was thinking it would be fun to do like a drawing, and if you want to be entered into it, do a drawing to have it be that you could be the character. You could be the person. I've got a story with it already, so it need to fit into that. But we could name it after you. Maybe if you want to have a couple special things for the art of it, we could do. So thumbs up, thumbs down if you like that idea. Some of us are already evil. Yeah, I know. No. All right, roll 8. Will Cook is like, oh, how dare you? 1, 2 for roll 8. You wouldn't have to do the art. Don't worry. I'd do the art for you. But just if you could, like, say you love to wear like flowers in your hair, or you have glasses, or you love a certain food or something or character, we could put it in there. Thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, 1 and a 2. Would you feel super left out if you didn't win? Because it would only be one person. I would hate that. All right, a 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. I think I'm going to do this 2 and this 1. Have a lot of heads. You know, it's not that kind of thing, right? Could it be like a multi, like a Hydra or something? It's not. So it's a warlock. Got that bone, all right, Steph? Yeah, that would be pretty epic. So it would just be one person though. That's the limitation for it. All right, we're on roll 9. Roll 9 hype. I have only unlocked one key. It's a 2 and a 5 for roll 9. 2 and a 5. This is good though, because I needed to get this 5 down here. So I'm using the 2 in that zone, and then I'm going to do the 5 down here. And that gives me that. Another gnome! Well done, JoJo. And that unlocks a key for me. And that unlocks a gnome. We rescued a gnome. Well done, Steph. All right, I'm going to add a command in here. Look at M. Peebles. We got another gnome. Oh, we're on our way. We're going to get this one. All right, here's my gnome. Boom. And here's my dog. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Look at that dog. Oh my gosh, JoJo, another gnome. Boom. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. All right. So I'm really setting myself up for an epic turn here. Because I'm one away on each of these. So once I hit this, right, it'll hit this guy. Then that can hit that. Ooh, it's going to be great. Maybe that should be an achievement. In one turn, get a bunch of things. JoJo! JoJo's comboing off, everybody. Living the dream. Here's roll 10. It's a 2 and a 2. 2 and a 2. I might be ready to spend my wild. I'm setting up a chain. Did you? Yeah. You had the combo. I do like games where that has that, the combo-rific. I think I'm gonna set up a combo. I don't know. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna change this manipulate a die and change this to a 4. And then I'm going to use the 2 here. I'm doing it. I'm going to set it up. I know, right? Couldn't tell. My eyebrows get higher and higher with every combo. Well done, MP Bulls. Getting that gnome. Gnome hype. Here's roll 11. This is halfway point. If I had ads, this is where I would run an ad. No ads. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Popped out. It's a 1 and a 3 for roll 11. This may be wrong. Another gnome, Mac. Well done. Boom. This may be wrong, but I'm trying to set up the most epic combo. So I could have gone over here for this 3 and done this one. No. I'm doing this one and this 3 because I'm setting up. I'm going to see how many I can set up. I think that should be an achievement. That's fun. To do a combo that has, I don't know how many it would need to be, like 5? 5 in one turn. That's one thing I've noticed too in designing this and trying to playtest a wide variety of rooms is the difficulty is I want it to not be really hard, but you also don't want it to be too easy. The game's not very fun if there's not a lot of challenge. So I think that's the tweaking in the days ahead. Here's roll 12. It is a 4 and a 4. Roll 12 is a 4 and a 4, which I love because I'm using it down here for this 4. And then with the other 4, I'm going to cross off this one. I like it. I like that. I'm set to get this bone. I can still flex. I have 1 flex still left. Very good. It is also here, March Madness. Claire got the bone. Yeah, I totally need to have some sort of animation falling down here. Well done. It's March Madness here, which I'm surprised they were able to actually have the tournament through the pandemic. But it's where you fill out a bracket. College basketball, men's and women's is happening now, where it's 64 teams, I guess really 68. It's fun to fill out a bracket. So those games are happening now. So after I finish the stream, I'll go check the scores. Sadly, both of my teams that I was really cheering for lost. Ohio State and North Carolina Tar Heels. And very sad losses. All right, and Peebles got another gnome. Well done. And we have a 1 and a 1, limiting our options further. I think it might be time. I think the time has come. I'm going to combo. Are you ready? I'm going to flex. So I'm going to change one of these 1s to a 5. And this is my only use of that. Oh, I didn't get this. So I'm crossing off this. It's my one-time use of my flex. Oh my gosh, Jay. You got 3 gnomes. 1, 2, 3. I want that sound to be just annoying enough that it's okay. All right. So I'm changing one of these to a 5. So I'm using it here in this zone. I'm going to do this 5. All right. And this is going to be crazy. So here's my first 5. Boom. That unlocks a 1. I'm going to move over here and use it here. That's my first combo. Here's my second combo. I get a 3. Where should I do the 3? I'm going to go up here. Boom. That's my third combo. Boom. Over to here. My fourth combo. Over to here. It's my 5th combo. Oh, wow. That was fun. And then I'll do this 4 down here. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, no. Oh, Jay, I'm sorry. It's my settings. Thank you. All right, so I unlocked some stuff. So I'm gonna try to mark it here. I think this is the most difficult thing about this room is being able to see what you have unlocked. I got the bone! We really do need a bone animation for the bone hype. So I'm going to mark this, and then I'm going to come back, and then I will X off when I've marked it down below. Wow. That really was pretty epic. Holy moly. All right, here we go. I'll get this area too. Wow. All right, so I have a gnome here. How are we doing? Lots of gnomes. Poor Jay. We are going to get these gnomes, though. That's really smart, JoJo. Using a pencil and then drawing in the thing. All right, here's my gnome. Boom. All right, and then I got this chest. That's great. And then I got this diamond. I got this fairy. Help me! I got this key. I got this fairy. Yeah, this is helpful to kind of do it this way, I guess. Got this chest, another chest. Got this bone. Yeah, and then got this chest. This is helpful to cross off the same time that you're crossing it off down below. And then I got this gnome. Another gnome. I know. Poor Thursday night. Poor Thursday night guinea pig crew. Mac, way to go. Poor Thursday night gets stuck with really difficult goals. And also just a few folks play on Thursday night. And so I'm usually on the fly changing the goal. And it's a little harder. It's a little harder. So there was one night that we didn't get the goal. Steph, thanks for being in the guinea pig crew. All right, I think I've got everything. That was a long turn. So 3 keys, yep. Okay. So I really want to get this zone, and then I'm open for either one of these zones. Yeah, I'm okay with either. I'm okay with either. Yeah, I know. All right, roll 14. You know that my buddy Evan, he's in our playtest crew. Great buddy. Been designing a game together, and he's got some great games he's been working on. But he just mentioned about a community goal. I mean, just like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "That's a great idea." And so, but it's all new. It's just we're learning it together. So 4 and a 6. I like this because I have a 6 here. I'm gonna try to work on. I also, what am I talking about? 4 and a 6. This is really what I'm trying to do. That's it. Excellent. Roll 15 is coming up. Yeah, Steph. Boom. Here's roll 15. Roll 15 is a 5 and a 6. So, I could go ahead and knock that out. I'm not going to. Because I have a bunch of manipulated dice up here. Claire, getting that gnome. Gnome hype. I think I'm going to err here. I think I'm going to go for this area. I said err. I'm going to go for this area is what I'm trying to think of. Well, yeah, that's okay. So that would be doing this 5. I might as well. I'm going to change this 6 to a 5. Manipulate it. And that unlocks this. I'll not cross off this 4. All right. That gets this zone. And that will give me a fairy. And another chest. Whew. Is that right? I need to grab another key. And another gnome. Claire with another gnome. Comboing off, eh? Oh my gosh. Is this it? Are we doing it? And also, we need party balloons. I have 2 things this week to add. I need to add bones, a bone falling into a bone pile, or into a dancing bone skeleton. That'll be a thing. I don't know. Doing a little jig. Oh, that'd be cute. That'd be really funny. Oh, we gotta do that. Like, is the twist that we're actually building like a skeleton? No. Yeah? No. All right, here's my gnome. There we go, crew. And then we need party balloons. We need celebratory music. There we go. Just share, spam all the party things you want that bring you the most joy. That's what we can do. Here we go. I'm spamming my emotes. 99 red balloons. That's it. Let them all fly. Excellent. Well done, crew. So remind me at the end for us to... Jay, nice. Tux the dog would love chasing around an animated skeleton. It's true. It's true. What does that say? Squifty? Oh, I love it. Look at this. Did I miss writing something in? I don't think so. Maybe. I think I got this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. You got the gnome. I got the chest. I think I got it. Yep. Squiffy. Okay. Is that a celebratory thing? I've missed it on that one. 3-5 for 16. 16 is a 3-5. Got it. Thank you, Steph. Yeah, I miss things often, so don't hesitate to ask. So I have this 5 over here. This is good. This is a good roll for me. Here's where, if you aren't banking some of your things that let you manipulate things, and then you get into some mischief. I'll use this 3 here. And that gives me a combo for the fire on a 5. And I'll do it up here. That's great. So I've got 4 rolls left. Let's talk some strategy, because you know, that's a me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 potential dice I'll be crossing off, and any bonuses that come from those. So I want 1, 2, 3. I could do, and then that would give me 1 more, and 1 more. I don't love that that's a 6. So I could go actually here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I could potentially get these 2. So I could actually try to get all these, and that would be the last one left. And I think I have enough manipulating a dice to do that. Oh my gosh, keep them coming. Don't stop the gnome party. We want to celebrate every gnome rescued. We've got a gnome room coming up. Here we go, roll 17. Is a 1 and a 5. I'm glad about a 5. That's really good. And a 1 is really good too. Also over here is really good. I'll go ahead and knock this one off. So I'm doing the 5 zone, 5 radial, and this 1. Well done. We're getting to some combo-rific things happening. How is it going here? Are we doing okay? I haven't looked at who's hanging in the chat. Holy moly, look at this crew. Thanks for joining in. I know several folks play along that don't join in on the chat. And hello. Thanks for hanging. Wow. Y'all are awesome. Excellent, excellent. We're on roll 18 here. What a joy this has been. Roll 18 is a 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. Here's the problem. This is not a good roll for us. So I have to do manipulating dice, because you see both these zones are filled. So this is where saving these is really crucial. because I could get towards the end of the game where the rolls just don't go my way. 1, 2, 3. Yep, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this 3 into a 6 for me. I manipulate that die like a wizard. And then I'll use this 2 here. All right. Jay, getting that gnome. Did you get all the fairies, Chantel? I feel like I'm hating on the fairies. You know? You got all the keys and no chests. Oh no! Claire, let's see if you can get a chest here by the end. The keys are pretty easy to get in the middle there. Or I don't mean that like, well, that was easy. I mean like, that's okay. You've got those. But I think you can snag some chests along the way. Chantel, you got your wizard achievement. Excellent. The wizard achievement is rescue a lot of fairies. Oh, that's why the fairies matter. Yeah, who made this? Here we go. Roll 19. Claire getting that gnome. Well done, everybody. You're doing great. Here's roll 19 is a 1 and a 6. I love that roll. That's the perfect roll. It's the perfect cheer. 6 and a 1. That's exactly what I wanted here. So I will do this one. That gives me a fire die for a 6. I'm going to come up here and use it for any number. That gives me another fire. I'm going to come down here and do this 2. Oh wow, that was great. That gives me another manipulated die. As the games go like feast or famine, this is a feasting level. It seems like there's a lot. It feels good, you know. All right, so I finished several zones here. Oh, did I finish this one before? I just forgot to mark it. Wow. In this last roll, I'll spend both my manipulated dice. Not very exciting finish for the drama, but still good. So I get a key. I get a fairy. Help me. Thank you. I got a diamond. Got another gnome. Got another chest. And then nothing here. I got another fairy here. Got another fairy here. We got all the fairies. And then this last one, I will unlock the keys and the gnome. So I'll just be out 2 diamonds and a chest. Well done, crew. Look at y'all. Look at these gnomes. I need to do one too. Wow, we got a bunch. Well done, everybody. Here's the last roll. Roll 20. And we got some story to talk about. 1 and a 4. All right, well, for me, I'm going to manipulate one of those to a 6 and manipulate the other one to a 3. So that lets me do this zone and this 3. And that gives me another manipulate, which doesn't matter. They don't matter in the end for this level. But that does finish this zone and gets me another gnome. We got all the gnomes. We got all the keys. Well done. Look at you all. Claire hype. I got another one. How's the timing on that? We good? Got him, got him, got him. This is, I did better this week here than I did on Thursday. Did I cheat this week? I think I cheated this time, probably. I almost filled the board. Chantel, you're not the hero we needed, but the hero we deserve. How does that line go? Not all heroes wear capes. Let's say that. Chantel, impressive. Joja with the gnomes. What's our gnome high score? 35. Y'all are amazing. Steph, I think, also did the same, Chantel. Look at you all saving the day. Boom, boom, boom. All right, now we get to go down here. I'm curious, did anyone X off any spiderlings? The hope was that I really did not want to turn where you didn't have anything to do. So that's why the spiderlings are there. No spiderlings. Yeah, none for me either. Thematically, I mean, it looks cool to have some spiderlings around there. So that's fine. All right, what did I get? 24 for our gnomes. Look at them. The fairies are cute. 36 for my fairies. I got up to 24. I'll circle the furthest. Does that make sense how the scoring works? You score the furthest to the right that you X'd. You don't score all the stars. If you look at my chest, I unlocked to here, so I get 50. That was great. 0 spiderlings. 1 bone, which is 8 points for this. Wow, Jay. Impressive. 126, 125. Holy moly. Wow, wow, wow. I had 126 also on, not tonight, but on Thursday. That's well done. I just put on my calculator and it had the same score. Did I do this right? Holy moly. 2 diamonds in a chest. Good job, Mac. I got 142. Did I cheat? I did a couple X's there when y'all weren't looking. I think Mac, you and I probably have the same score if that's the situation, because I also only had 2 diamonds and a chest left. Wow. The starting off with those extra stats helps. Steph got 142 also. Our rolls were pretty nice to us as well. Look at everyone got over 100. Well done, everybody. I'm so sorry. If someone posts now like 99, or they aren't going to post it now because they feel bad. It's okay if you got under 100. Nice. Yeah. Wow, that worked out. Well, Cook, good job with 99. That's it. Excellent. I know you are. I know. No pressure here. I'm sorry. I feel like I never want anyone to feel the pressure. No pressure. This is an easygoing kind of game. Please don't feel the pressure. I am a very indirect communicator. I really don't like people to feel uncomfortable or to feel pressure. So if I ever do that, please tell me. We did it. How do we do? You know what it's time for? It's time for some story. And then it's time for my favorite thing. But first, let's talk some story. Are you ready? I need to change this community goal also to well done. Claire, such a good sport. Claire with her own Claire hype. That was great. This is a longer story, but I'm really excited for it. Are you ready? Let me get my real voice. The end of room. No. Here we go. All right, end of room story. The remaining spiderlings go to their squished spiderling siblings, helping them up as they all skulk away defeated. You help the remaining gnomes and fairies to break free from the webbing. They are surprisingly small and also cute. Squeeing with delight, one of the gnomes says, thank you, our hero!" All the gnomes and fairies join in, raising their arms and shouting together in high-pitched squeals, "Our hero!" You are humbled and honored, and also, ooh, spiders. You ask them, "Did you see a dog? Did you see that purple thing that took my dog?" A gnome steps forward with a face that has seen some horrors, saying, "Purple thing? Oh, sorry, purple thing? You mean the shroomers. They are thieves of joy. They feast off the very things that bring you the most joy. They started showing up in our village many Ganiks ago." You wonder if Ganiks is gnomish for weeks. Also, why is it not a silent G? The gnome continues, "It was just a few at first, and they would sneak in and steal a few of our most treasured items. Then they destroyed our beloved village. I ended up here looking for help to stop these shroomers and to rebuild our village. Shroomers. That's who stole your dog. That gnome, the gnome clears their throat and stepping towards you with a brave face says, What will you help us, destroyer of the eight-legged ones? You could help us rebuild our village and also squish those shroomers like you did those spiderlings. You can't help but see the need, responding with, Yes, let's do it. Will you help me follow the trail of those shroomers to find my dog? In amazing unison, the gnomes and fairies chant, Our hero, our hero, our hero, our hero. The chants feel nice, and it is surprising how long you let them go on. Like, you really should have stopped them like 10 Our Heroes ago. All their faces immediately change, though, and the chanting stops. One gnome lifts his little hand, pointing to something behind you. You slowly turn your head. You see the spiderlings have returned, and with more of their spider siblings, and also with what can only be their mom. Bum, bum, bum. That's the end of room 3. Tune in next week for the Spider Mom battle. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing this. Oh, yeah, maybe an audiobook. That's what we can come out with, an audiobook for this. Did I put you to sleep? Well, Cook is doodling on your face. Claire's our hero. That's it. Claire hype. Oh, I did check the wall. I did. What is the point breakdown? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do points. I got the story and I didn't do points. Lots of Claire hype. All right, let me go back to the table so you can see it with me. So you know I'm not lying. So here, this is on the rule sheet, but here is our room breakdown. If you will grab your sheet here. Ooh, very good. Let me get my markers. So let's do this score, and then don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. So I got the bone. Circle your bone if you got it. The bone zone. Then up here for room 3, write your score, your actual score. I got 142. Boom. And then here's where your campaign score is. You're irreplaceable, Will Cook. Irreplaceable. So if you scored 1 to 84, your campaign score is 3. If you scored 85 to 99, your campaign score is a 4. If you scored 100 or more points, your campaign score is 5. All right, so I got 5 for that. And that translates into your skill tree points. Now listen, our community goal. That came out before this character. That came out after this character sheet. So what I've been wanting us to do, what I'm doing for myself, is I mark a star in the bottom left corner. Okay, cool. And that counts as 1 extra skill tree point. Now at the end, then we'll be able to look back and see the community goals. We didn't have a community goal for the first one. Sorry. Welcome to the ever-changing game that is unfolding before your very eyes. You get to experience it first. But so I'm getting 5 skill tree points plus 1 for the community goal, so I have 6 to spend right now. Now I'm going to talk through that. You all do that yourself too. But I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now listen, spoilers. It is a battle room next week. So if you're deciding between should I get one of these battle room abilities or should I get a it's like just madness on the screen, or should I get one of these other abilities? Maybe lean towards getting a battle ability because you know it's coming. So those are the A's, the A1, A2, A3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get defensive stance. I could get another power. I do really like those abilities. I could get B2, rising anger. I like that too. B3 is fun though. B3 seems sweet. Gain an additional bonus you just earned. That's kind of the most of these abilities that's the most broken, or most game bending. Because that would, whenever I would have gotten a manipulated die, I could spend the special room power to get another manipulated die. And some of these rooms, I'm gonna keep looking at the wall. Some of these rooms have really good like bonuses. That feels pretty cool. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 10 away from that. What's A2? Throwing axe? Ooh. A stun and a bow and arrow. I do like the stun ability. A3 is activate die action again. That's pretty far away though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that's really bad. So I actually don't want to go because I wouldn't get anything then. I'm intrigued by rising anger. I feel the anger rising in me. Do you feel it? I think I'm going to bypass defensive stance and just not get that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B1, pumped up. I am. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me B1 here. And that gives me one more upgrade to spend. I missed that. Did we do like a changing each other, got interchanged? I have 2 more to spend. So I could do 2 up here and get that upgrade for an immediate thing right now. Or I could go 2 here, and then that sets me on my path for some more options, because I could get an achievement next time, and if I max out my score next time, that puts me to like 8. And if I get the community bonus, it puts me to 9. So I could get all the way down to B3, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 1, 2. So that just, I feel like I have options for next week. I'm going all in on my strength with my warrior. And we'll see what that plays out. All right. You know what? It is time for a survey. It's time for a survey. If you're up for it. Here's a survey. All this is just for logging info for me, for changing this game to make it better, is the idea for that. So if you're able, if you want to, fill out that survey. And in that survey, there's a space to name a shroomer or a gnome. If you're happy and you know it, fill out this survey. If you're happy and you know it, fill out this survey. And I do need to pull up my Google form, because I was looking over it last time, and someone filled out the whole survey and they chose a shroomer and a gnome, but there was no name there. And I would hate for you to have thought really hard about a name, or maybe it's your name or it's like your Twitch name, and to not get it in there. Like that, sometimes that happens on a Google form, like you're filling it out on your phone and you hit enter, but then it didn't go through the right way. So let me look it up and I can share it, and maybe you can see like it's you. It's like someone left their lights on, and it's like, oh, this car with this license plate left their lights on. Ooh, favorite Nightbot command used during this rumor stream. It was Claire. I like that. We should add that. That's good, Jay. That's good, Jay. I should add that. Beard blindness. Sometimes when he gets up in the morning, he thinks MP is in his bathroom. If you're happy and you know it, I like that pun usage, Will Cook. Excellent. Here, let me And then I've got our Games for Good quick announcement too. Got to attend to all these things. Thank you for your patience. So just as I look at what I was going to say, if you have submitted a shroomer, every time you fill out the survey, hey, you get to put in another name. So every time you fill out the survey, you can name another one. And now, the part of the stream where Joe looks at survey answers. No. What I wanted to see is one person checkmarked that they wanted to name someone, but then that didn't have a name there. So then you could just, if you want to message me what that name is, then I can make sure that it gets included. Just like it's like you fill out the survey and then like your name's not there. You know, you're all excited for room 5 to go look at it and then there's no name there. Like I'd be like, I'm done. I've had it with this stream. I'm quitting. I've been on this journey for 5 weeks and you won't even name a gnome after me. There has to be a more efficient way to do this. I think this is it. Here it is. So listen, if you remembered room 2, in room 2, if you were the rogue and you scored 37, and you wanted a gnome character, there's no name there for it. So if you will let me know, if you just remember that if you are a rogue and you scored 37 in room 2 and you wanted to name the gnome, let me know so I can make sure that we get that nice gnome in there. Or we could name this gnome blank or something like that, which would be totally fine. I just would hate, I just want to include you. That's all I'm saying. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. Excellent. Well, crew, this has been a fun time. I've really enjoyed this. And so I did want to feature their website's down. And so I'm having trouble pulling it up. I was hoping it would be back up by the end of the stream. But you know, I'll share their Instagram page. But I learned about them more this past week and especially this morning. Okay, give me just 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves while I get this set up. Click, click, clickety click, 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 clickety click. Don't mind if I do. Happy to do so. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So this is, thanks for your patience. But part of this Games for Good idea is to try to feature some nonprofits, some folks that are doing good stuff out in the world. So, and just on this is a little more serious note, but you know, we featured several different feeding different nonprofits here locally and that. But as I was doing this Dice in the Darkness, as I was doing the Games for Good run last year, each week I would feature a nonprofit, like World Central Kitchen, things like that. And the idea was like, hey, if you play this free game and if you're able, just through the pandemic, so many folks are struggling. In no way is it required. In no way is it to feel pressure. You know what I'm talking about? No pressure, right? So this is none of the feel bad. But just to highlight something too, some folks have the means, and that's great. And some folks have the means and are in a good place to do that too. But just this past week, we had a really awful thing happen here in the U.S. in Atlanta, and 8 folks were murdered brutally. And it started this hashtag Stop Asian Hate, and just wanted to feature this great group that is doing important work in regards to that. Stop AAPI Hate. Asian American Pacific Islander hate, and they're doing a lot of where you can share if you have been a part of a hate crime. And even last year in January, as the pandemic started, or not last year, just a few months ago, at the beginning of this year, there were several elderly Asian folks that were assaulted and so much hate towards them. And so this is just one I wanted to highlight, just because it's I want to join with our Asian brothers and sisters, especially this time, and know that we're there with them, and that to raise awareness about this type of racism. And so this website is actually down right now. I think it's down because so many folks are going to it, which is a really good thing. But they have different social media accounts too. Stop AAPI Hate. So if you're able, or just even to learn more about it too, you can go to that website. So that's the highlight for this week for Games for Good. Stop AAPI Hate. Okay. Thank you for letting me do the spiel. Here we go. That's right. So, yeah, lots of love, lots of love. And so, it's been a long year for a lot of folks. It's been a long year in so many ways. And so that's what I appreciate this space on Twitch. I appreciate the many folks that have made a big difference in a lot of ways. And Peoples, shout out, Love and Meeples. All these different folks that are streaming, Losapalooza. I know Ross Plays, does a lot of good stuff. And that consistency for folks to have a space to be. And yeah, Claire, it's really awful, really. And sadly, it becomes really politicized, and folks, it's been a hate crime. And it was at of those 8 folks, 6 were women of Asian American or Asian descent. And so and it's an important time too. I'm over here as a white man, and it's an important time to have big ears. That's what someone said in one of my classes recently. I want to have bigger ears than my mouth. It's time to come alongside folks and to listen and to hear from other people's experiences and what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. And so it's an important time to listen. And so anyways, just that's a great thing to highlight. Lots of love for our friends. Lots of love for our friends, especially this time. Hey, I've got a lot of work on this next room. And man, we have, I'm excited for it. I'm going to try to make this Spider Mom not scary. I'm going to try to make it cute. Okay? So, oops, sorry. Wrong button. All the things. This has been a blast. I think I almost hit, isn't that a thing we can check the stream time? I've been going for about almost 2 hours. So I would like to send us off to someone awesome. Who else is streaming right now? Thank you, Jojo. You did it. Oh my gosh. I might chat for 5 more minutes to the 2 hour mark. Luza starts in 4 minutes. Perfect. I want to send you to Luza. They're so great. I tune into their stream. I don't do it like regularly, like I do with like our buddy M. Peebles. But man, whenever I tune into Luza, I just, making the world a better place. I can't show you, but I've got my Mr. Rogers socks on today. And I was looking at one of his quotes, and it was, I want to say it right. I always know the last part of it. But man, I love, if you haven't seen his documentaries and stuff, they're great. Here's the quote. Oh, I'll start crying probably. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. If you have a kid in your life, probably Daniel Tiger comes to your mind with that. I like you, I like you, I like you just the way you are. So there's no person in the whole world like you. So hear that today and know that you are liked just the way you are. That's what I feel like over at Losapalooza. They're good folks. Good folks. He said that every day. That's right. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. What a great dude. Today was the Wear Unmatched Socks for Down Syndrome Day. Really? Will Cook, I didn't know that. Oh, cool. I may change one of my socks then. What a great thing. What a great thing. I'm glad that Daniel Tiger is out now to kind of reach another generation for it. So good, so good. Dear friends, this has been a delight. So we're gonna chat for just a few more minutes, and then I'll send you over to our friends. Hey, tell me, do you have any favorite roll and writes? I'm on a major roll and write kick. If you want to share them in the chat, if you're still here, any that I should check out. I agree, Love and Meeples. The Love Meeples. I know. Thanks, Will Cook. This is like the I Love Me. Yeah, we're going to play another one of mine. Mwah, I love me. We're going to play another game. What is it? It's one I made. Mwah, I love me. No. Okay, Trails of Tucana. I need to play that. Flip and Writes. Very good. Thank you, Claire. You're awesome. Hey, if you're able to, I'm curious of how you would rank these 3 rooms in order, 1, 2, or 3. Which one you like the best. So like if you like 2 the best and 3 next to the 1, you would do 2, 3, 1. I'm just curious of where they are. Thanks, paleontologist. Great. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I entered paleontologist and Super Dice Heroes into a Cardboard Edison contest. 312, very good. Cardboard Edison does great stuff with games and a lot of... Anyways, it was really helpful, and so several folks got to play those, judges. I didn't make it to the finals, and that's okay. But it was really cool because you had to like make a video and explain it and then share all that stuff to folks. But anyways, someone saw that. I can't say any more about it, but someone saw that and they asked me to send it to them for the potential to like publish it. And so that's in no way official, or no way final, but it's fun to have that potential. Hey, I like that, Will Cook. Cool. All right, so we had 312, 312. Steph liked 2. I like 2 also, Steph. I think that was... It's funny, everyone's different. 321. Like 2, but 3 was your fave. Very good. Very good. It's funny. I think if I had to rank them, I think of all of them, I played 1 the most. And so for some reason, that made me not like it as much, or at least in our playthrough here. So I think I like 2. I think I would go 2, 1, 3. Yeah. I think you'd say 1, 3, 2. Very good, Love Meeples. Cool. Yeah. So we've got some fun adventures along the way. Some silliness along the way. And some work along the way. We've got some work still to do on a couple of these. Spider Mom, I think, will end up in a fun place. Okay, thank you, JoJo. Metro X, Railroad Inc. Welcome to. I like Welcome to. I don't know Demeter. Let me pull up I need to look that up. Ooh, crew. I'm going to send y'all over to Losapalooza, okay? Claire, I hope you feel the love. Claire has been hyped 21 times. Ooh. Okay, I'll look up Demeter. Welcome to, I think, is one of the best flip and writes, the 1 to 99 idea. Silver and gold is great. Silver and gold does a great job with the cards. Oh my gosh. Spam the Claire. What rhymes with Claire? That it would be to spam this emote to cheer for Claire. That's a thing when you watch like tournaments and stuff. Spam this to cheer for, and then the person's name. Claire is fair, so spam the, I don't know what it would be, a Claire emote. I'll leave that up to them peoples. Hey Claire, it's so good to have you on the stream. I made an emote of you. What? That's, all right. 26 times. No Claire's next to mountains. Okay. Crew, I'm so happy to send you to our friends at Luza. I'm pretty sure, right? Someone said that. Let me pull that up. Make sure I do it right. This has been a fun stream. All right, where is it? Raid. They are there. Send lots of love to them. I'll have to duck out here, so I'll say hey. But oh, they're doing this great thing. They're doing the thing where you play code names with them, which is so creative and also so relational. Love it. Big fans. It got up to 30. I think we hyped Claire more than we saved gnomes today. And that's not to say that we didn't save a lot of gnomes. We saved a lot of gnomes. Y'all are great. Hey, we'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. I'm going to go ahead and start our raid, and I'll do our outro. And we will see you next time. Thanks, crew.